Trinidad and Tobago. Happy Carnival Saturday. We're here at one of the premier families of Carnival in Trinidad and Tobago, especially definitely South Trinidad. We're here with Lionel Jagessar Sr. and his mass camp. I'm Nadia, things to do in South Trinidad, and this is Leanne, otherwise known as Simantra.
Hi, and welcome. We're here today to have a little chat with an icon, Mr. Lionel Jagessar, and he's going to tell us a little bit about the history of the mass, how he got involved, and let us know how long you've been doing this now.
Well, it seemed all my life.
All your life. So the 40-year-old Mr. Jagessar has been doing this.
No, excuse me, 40 years I'm producing bands.
Yes.
But I used to produce sections in bands
Before.
10 years before that.
Yes.
And before that I used to play mass, little chanting sides and things like that.
Right.
You know?
So in total, so you're talking about like 50 years?
More than that.
More than that. Interesting. So what made you get involved in the Red Indian Mass? That's what I want to know. Why Red Indian? Because that's what you stuck to all the years.
Yeah, sure. Well, I'm the youngest of 7 brothers, and they all used to play Indian Mass.
Okay.
And this area that I live in here, everybody, neighbors and all the friends around, they had like Indian Mass. So I grew up amongst Indian Mass. They either play Indian, fancy Indian, or they play fancy Sila. You know? So I like the way it was, the way that they used to play the mass. They were like a boy show doing the stamping and the shit.
Right, there's
and,
you know, correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're different portrayals. And that's interesting because my question is how you keep it fresh every year because it's the same concept.
It's Indian.
It's Indian, yes.
Yeah, but there are so many Indian tribes in America.
Right.
You know, you could choose and you could deal with all the tribes, you could deal with some tribes, you could deal with one tribe.
Correct.
And they will have different departments that you could produce sections, you know.
So you keep the variety going by paying a different.
And what brought you actually into the making and producing of the costumes? And did you have a mentor? I know you are a main mentor now. I know you were part of the mentoring program that Ministry of Culture had.
Yeah.
Right? And you're very well regarded. But did you have a mentor?
Yeah, sure. As I said, I'm the last brother in 7.
Right.
So all my other brothers, they went to the areas to live, and one remained there, who used to do wire bending.
Okay.
You know? And he used to have to, if I wanted to play mass and I needed to have something to make out of wire, he used to have to wait for them to come and do it for me.
Right.
His name was Errol Jagessar. But in San Fernando, yeah, everybody knew him as Pablo. That's the Western name, you know. So, according to his feelings when he come from work, whatever situation he in front of him, he come home and his wife start calling he didn't even know by that day. You know, so I should be waiting, and I said, boy, this man I come and do this thing. I try one for myself.
Yes, okay.
You know, I try to make what I'll have to myself, whatever I have. So when he come home and he see it, so who did that say? I know. He said, you don't need me, you went this way.
And that's it. You started on your own.
I just continued it for myself.
Very interesting.
You know?
And so that's the mass camp. Where was that? Where's the mass camp?
We live on Grand Soul Street, 21 Grand Soul Street.
Yeah.
You know?
And when you first started, was this kind of mass still very popular in San Fernando?
Yeah. That was around 1950. I go in 1950, so 10 years after that I was playing mass already.
Right.
But we used to go and cut down the clothes that my brother had before.
Right,
There's some
right.
boxes and things downstairs, so we used to go and take it up.
Change it up.
My stepmother was that silk shoe, so she will cut it down and make it for us.
Right.
We will come out and play little mass. But all that time my brother finished, he stopped playing mass. He had to take care of his family and whatever. And our neighbor down here, he used to come with a little chant inside.
Right.
Like I need to do all of that. Chant, that's the music.
So how, and is it from your neighbor you would have learned the chants? And where do those chants originate? No.
There was a guy called Carlton St. Hilaire.
Carlton St. Hilaire.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, a lot of people don't know that his name. They used to call him Satan.
Okay.
You know? So, he was one of the first person to have an elaborate costume.
Right.
A costume that was made out of wire or something, you know? They probably used cardboard or other to make the headpieces. and he went to take over Iron Maple.
Right.
So in Trinidad, he was the first person who can elaborate headpiece. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So he was the guy who used to be talking the Indian chants and speech and all that one thing. My brothers learned it from him.
Right.
I learned it from my brothers.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
So so you're also responsible for taking mass to the world.
Well, they found me, you know. And there was this friend of mine whose name was Stevie Clark. He's still alive, he's been better, but he used to produce a band too. And one day he came and asked me, I'd like to go to St. Martin to produce a band. Well, it was an opportunity.
Right.
What year was it?
I don't want to lie about it. I can't remember exactly when it was.
The 80s, the 90s.
Well, it's probably about 20 years ago, yeah.
Okay.
You know? So, 20 or 30 years ago, and all that I was doing it already, you know. So I can't remember exactly when it was. But anyhow, when I went to St. Martin, and I produced this band, Other Islands was there. And they started contracting me to do it.
Right.
Right.
So, I would have brought most of the time for the year.
So apart from Trinidad Carnival, you did what? St. Martin?
St. Martin, Tatula, Anguilla, Sabre, St. Eustacia, Aruba, all kind of different places I went.
Right.
You know. And well, I can pretend that I represent Trinidad in different islands and different places and things too. You know, like Miami and Aruba and different places.
And I think you also make masks for other bands in Trinidad, Junior was telling
Oh yeah, I do every year.
Right.
But this year I did some for the Arts. And I did some for Ronnie and Clara.
Well, one year I walked in your mask camp with some of my students in St. Benedict's College, and I saw a hot set piece which I was using on
You
here.
see?
It's my headpiece. You know?
Yeah, but so how do you keep up? Because the mass camp is small
Yeah.
and you seem to be cramped for space, but you produce these lavish, big costumes. That how you do it?
Well, there's other lines all over the place with them hanging.
Right.
Right.
See them overhead,
You
yeah.
have to do things to keep it here. And at start to be a certain amount of people asking to come and take it away. So we have more space.
More space.
You know?
And tell us what your plans are for passing your knowledge and your expertise on to the next generation.
Well, I'm always here and I was ready to do that too. So this is one of the things I always speak about. Now young people will come and play mass, they pay their money to play mass. So we are still looking to see the people who want to learn to do it. So I had this opportunity with the government, with the ministry, to teach a class last year.
This is mentoring with the masters.
Yes. So, but then I realized a couple of people wanted to do it, so other people still wanted to
Yes, to learn the art form, yeah.
Yeah. The class is good too. Because there are people from Maracas, people from Sandy Grande, Forest, they all came to the class. And they were intelligent people too, so it was not a problem for me to teach them.
Right.
Me and my son did the class, Lionel too.
So he'll be continuing after. He'll be taking over the mass camp from you.
But he's my last son. I'm a little remember.
Right.
They all involved?
Well, they born in the mass camp in that kind of way. They're born here, we just have to teach them to work mass or anything. You know?
He's very knowledgeable because yesterday he came to my son's school and he explained to us about the chanting. He explained what you all were playing this year, you know, why his character would have done what he did. And they had the children so excited, jumping, who wanted to teach the tomahawk. You know,
It was very interactive.
Exciting, yeah. And it's a scary master because I saw some of these little ones
Paint and
crying.
stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, I see your masquerade up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, making masks.
And you and some of these people have been as here with you as long as you've been in the business.
Oh yeah. I remember the first playing masquerader in my band still here playing mass with me.
Yeah.
There's a guy called Ronnie Jackman. This guy
Yeah.
Yes, I started playing when I was
before 40.
But you looking like a 35.
Yeah. You feel like that too, you say.
So he was your first paying customer?
Yeah.
Oh, what?
Yes.
That is nice. That's a nice
Ronnie, you make masks as well now?
I used to bring a section to the band.
Okay.
So we have with us is Ronnie, yeah?
Yes,
Ronnie.
right.
Ronnie, so you've been playing mass with Mr. Jagessar for
40 years.
40 years.
Yeah.
More than 40.
Oh, yeah, more, maybe more. 43 or something. Because when we started this band, we were just a chanting side. And in those days, we didn't have music and all that, so we used to chant on.
You made your own music.
Yeah, we used to make our own music, yeah.
You want to give us a little demo?
What
Yeah,
you
he was the man, yeah. And this guy.
Yeah.
what you call our chanter we answer, boy?
I think what you saw involved in what he doing that he can't hear us.
Rex.
Yeah, you coming?
He's so involved with making the mass that he's not even hearing us.
So do you play big individual costumes?
No,
or-
no, not anymore.
Oh, but you used to.
He used to, yeah.
Right. What was your favorite portrayal, you think?
I was so many years ago.
Too many.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, we getting a chance. Owen, come and help me.
Heidi ma, 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 Heidi ma.
This is what it used to be back in the day.
Right.
So you have your own chant.
Yeah.
So if somebody else did a wedding there, they'll have a different chant.
No, we got a lot of different chants. That's just one.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, I heard that one yesterday. It was really good.
But that's a simple one. That's why he said that. You know?
So when the music truck started to come, that must have been a little problem for you all.
No, it wasn't a problem because the band developed into a large band.
Yeah.
Right,
And we couldn't chant with 200 people.
right.
You know?
It added to the mass.
Yeah. So the DJs and then take the choreography out of the Indian mass.
Right. Because you had the dance too, not just the singing,
Yeah,
not just the
definitely.
chanting. You had a special dance.
Yeah.
But each individual will have their own dance,
No.
or you do it together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And then again, when the band got bigger, that would have been harder
Yeah.
to get it coordinated and going. And then I guess the roots became bigger.
So the people themselves, the attitude changed.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't want to be like, they just wanted to play Indian mass. Now, in the early days, when you come to play Indian mass, you will have to learn the chants.
Right.
So weeks before, they used to gather and sing chants.
And learn it, yeah.
Some ancestral themes, and you know, they tell you what it means and all of that.
Wasn't it also like a full costume? And now it's gotten to be a little skimpier costume?
Yeah, for that.
The progression of the mass, that's what the people wanted.
But the people, the time changed everything too, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Because when we started going gather chicken feathers and all them things, we don't do anything no more. You
Right.
go and get dyed in a special color in store, like example, or something, you know what I mean?
Yes.
So, fancy Indian too is the material you're buying in the store to make it.
Correct.
But
A lot has changed.
you're going to see the authenticity about it at the same time. Because it doesn't really a piece of shape and whatever, you know. So, authentic Indian, you can only go so far. There is skin color things and earth color things and stuff like that, you
Yeah.
know.
Right.
So
When
I-
did you start bringing out the major costumes, the kings and the queens, the very first
The
year?
first year.
I know you've been quite successful.
Like 1979, I think that was.
Right.
79,
Oh,
which was
I'm
like
seeing Junior.
Okay.
Hi, Junior. We crashed your mask cam. Yeah, so we asking your dad about the kings and queens. So we were just wondering about how successful you've been on the national stage with the Kings and Queens. I know last year you were very successful. Was that you or your dad who played?
Me.
Right.
I've been the king for a good few years now.
Alright, so let us know about last year. Don't be shy. Don't be humble.
Last year I was the South King of Carnival, and I was also in the finals of the National King and Queen with my costume. I was also the masquerade of the year for San Fernando.
Right. What did you play?
It was a Firebird. Because the name of the band was it was a tribute to San Fernando, really. San Fernando heartbeat. In the 1800s, the whole of San Fernando burned down.
Oh.
It came back from the ashes.
Right.
So the costume was representing San Fernando in that way.
Right.
So, like a phoenix.
Right. And what are you playing this year? You're king?
Yes.
And your mom is queen?
Queen, yes.
What are you playing?
I'm playing a skinwalker. It's where popular culture got the werewolf story from. It's from Native American culture, where they used to hunt buffaloes. They would wear the werewolf skin. They would wear a wolf skin, sorry.
Right.
So that's where they got that culture from.
Okay.
So I'm representing that part of it.
What is your mom playing?
Mom is playing, it's a form of a witch doctor. She's root digger. She would make potions and things for medicine and to go through trances and things so you can see the future and things like that.
A lot of research goes into making this
I
mask.
was not gonna say that. It is so much. It looks simple on stage, but there's a lot behind it.
Well, I don't know about the other bands, but we make sure and do stuff that is relevant to our themes and it's not disrespectful to their culture in any way.
I read an article that there's actually this kind of mask in New Orleans as well.
Yes, there is a version of it, yeah, because all the people that portray this type of mask have a great respect for that Native American culture. We don't do it to blaspheme them or anything, we just admire them so much that we try to mimic them. And then it evolved through different materials and different environments, it would change. So,
Have you all done our native?
no.
Never done our
No, not only North American, and we tried to keep it before they met Europeans. So we wouldn't have guns or certain things that they would have gotten after.
Yeah, keep it within the period that it, yeah.
But we usually some of the things lost in translation because we call things by English things like aprons and bonnets and bustles, those are English words to represent things that they would wear.
Right.
So Junior, you are the future of this mask.
I hope so.
And what are your plans, especially for San Fernando? Because I notice in San Fernando especially, all these great traditions, they're dying out. And it's because our generation, well, I'm older than you are, but I'm going to push up myself in the young right? Our generation is not really continuing it.
Before my generation and that generation, the people would seek out the mass camp, so seek out that they know that is their culture, and they would go to a fansite or go to a mass camp. Now they're just walking around looking in the phone. So the only way to get the message to them is to put it where they are.
Right.
So sometimes they don't even understand the quality of the costumes that we have or how pretty they are, because
All the work that went into it.
yes, so
Well, that's why Nadia and I purposely brought our kids here today to let them know that they're being recorded here, but it's part of history and it's part of who we are and how everything came to be. So we look at it, as you say, like it's just an next something, and it's so fitting, but it's not.
It's such a major part of our identity as Trinidadians, and you guys really need to be celebrated and
40 years.
glad that you feel that.
40 years is a long time to keep doing look at the labor love, he not even
He wouldn't let up. He can talk and work here.
he can multitask.
Yeah. And let me just ask you about like prices of your costumes and stuff.
Because it's San Fernando and because we appreciate our people in San Fernando, we try not to set up the costumes too high, but there's no limit on how much you can spend, but we try to keep it within like 1,600 to 2,500 for a regular costume, and the whole band the past 5 years has been all inclusive, so you get lunch and drinks on Tuesday, and Monday most people don't come out because we have a big juve crowd in San Fernando, so many of our masqueraders play juve, so only some of them come out for Monday evening for a couple hours, and then Tuesday you're good to go.
Last year I played in South and I saw something which was really interesting. I saw a lot of parents playing with children in Jagessar.
That is something
I've never seen.
that is something that I advocate strongly for. because you can't force your kids to do something and then you on the side and you're not doing it. It don't make sense because they would understand that how come it's good for me and it's not good for you. That is the point of view they will have. So yeah, doing it with them. That is probably one of the reasons that I still carry on with that. Because that is how I grew up. I grew up playing mass with him. And then Shadow right there.
But you said it's in your blood. It's not just it's shadow. It's in your blood.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are here a little buff.
Yeah, you born here. Yeah.
But the environment and the way that it was thrust upon me too, it was not forced. It was just I understood that I have this place, I have this to carry on. So,
that's good.
Do you have children of your own?
not yet.
But when
Only one nice Rottweiler and 2 turtles at home.
Very nice,
Yeah.
very nice.
Who can't make mass yet?
Yeah.
So, do you have any examples, maybe when we walk outside of an individual that we can actually look at?
Yes,
Because
we have it in different stages. We have right now because we have a couple of days to go still, so we have some where you can see wire and then you'll see the next stage and then you'll see feathers and almost finished. So,
Good. Yeah, we look forward to seeing that.
Did you make your costume yet?
I made my king costume, but not my costume that I would personally be wearing. But the competition costume is finished already.
What is that over there with the I'm seeing like
a buffalo with horns and stuff.
Yeah, that is an
actually
individual.
Yeah, that is actually an
Wow, that's huge.
That's half of it. Actually.
It is.
Yeah.
So that is gonna go on your road.
Yes.
Is there
The individual competition is on Monday.
Is there so there is an actual NCC competition?
No, that's San Fernando
Carnival different.
Oh, so it's different from NCC.
Yes, NCC is before Carnival, Adam Smith Square.
Okay, so did Jagessar and Associates go up?
We sent one costume in the authentic category and one in fancy category. So we have two.
Okay, and how did you do?
We haven't got results yet, but last year we won the authentic.
Right.
No, fancy. You want fancy? He's one of the individuals. He does the fancy French in NCC competition.
Wow. Okay, and how long has he been with you?
Before I was
40 years.
40 years. Most of the people here are 40
They're looking
years.
really young for this 40 years thing, huh?
I'm around 40 years. Yeah, he play mass before we were band, we used to play mass too.
Right.
Dad would play with another band or bring a section or just even make his own costume. But the band itself as Jagessar as a family, 40 years.
How big is your band this year
This
so
year we have
far?
about 500 people.
Because I know San Fernando people, Carnival Sunday, they catch the little thing and reaching people mask
But
out.
we distributing today and tomorrow, so I don't think we're taking anybody.
Anymore.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
There goes your chances, Nadia.
I'm going to Tobago this year, but
But tell us a little more about your exporting it for the government. Exporting mass for the government.
Well, it wasn't really for the government, it was for myself.
For yourself.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's making a name for myself.
Right.
You understand? But I went on a couple of trips that the government sent me on. You know, to represent China. Like when they try to send the best things to Miami. They send me the best India.
Yes,
And,
right.
and the best rubber, and the best
Right.
pasta side, and the best things. And then they observed that we in Trinidad make a rum called coconut rum.
yeah.
I never seen Trinidad. By so
In Miami.
and I observed that some couture make out of sorrel too.
Oh,
I didn't know we should learn either.
Yeah, they have a pepper jelly made out of sorrel as well.
Yeah, well now they do all sorts of things.
Yeah.
Dad did Aruba and he did Miami. And I did Cuba, Zimbabwe, Germany. We did Labor Day as well.
So the
St.
government
Martin.
pays for you?
The government did the Cuba trip. That was in different regimes would have different point of views.
Right.
At the time, they believe that if they send in sport, they have to send culture. If they send in business, they have to send culture.
Yeah, because I can't imagine you paying for a big costume like this to be transported.
Not these. We do the traditional with body costume and stuff, but
Okay, the smaller one.
It's to expose Trinidad culture to the others. So what they do in business, but they were doing business with Cuba. They had meetings and stuff, and then for Germany it was for World Cup. So you just can't send the footballers to send culture as well. So they had dancers and stuff. But I represent fancy here in each of these things. And then Zimbabwe invited the whole world to their carnival. It was their second year of having carnival. And the consulate said that they can't just send, they asked for the fan side only. The consulate said we can't have fan side without costume.
Right.
So I went and we did a class actually in a technical school. So we had 15 or 20 actual students from Zimbabwe make their costumes like this and wear them in the parade. And we won best parade and best musical group in Zimbabwe carnival.
Did you have to teach them how to dance?
Yeah?
Yeah, because the Trini dances are very
Yeah, and then
unique one.
one of the one of his students is a dance choreographer. He actually moved to Canada right now, but he was a choreographer too. So I showed him, and he showed the group.
Right.
So he was better at teaching the dance than me. So I did.
I want to just Sharon. Sharon is an art teacher. So, I mean, I know this is really interesting. Sharon, tell us, like, what are your feelings about seeing real life, creative, living art?
Well, it's really exciting. I'm glad it's still happening in San Fernando, and I'm hoping that, possibly through things to do in South Trinidad page, and of course your efforts with the ministry and so on, that it's something that we can expose more of our children to.
I think nobody could doubt that Jagessar and
Yes,
Associates has
they're
kept this
doing
huge.
it fantastic.
Actually,
Yeah.
Right, you all are
We are the largest traditional
The
band.
largest one,
and the one that people call the name of when they
Yeah.
think of fancy, and you only
Benchmark
think
for fancy, then,
Jagessar.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
And we are almost the oldest band in Trinidad right now. The oldest band might be older than us,
It's hard.
Hard, right?
you know,
Yeah.
and we're still going strong.
And we
Yeah.
didn't
And we
skip
always-
any years in between us.
We were always a large band from the concept,
Consistent effort
and
on
today we
behalf
are
of the
still a
band.
large band.
So tell us, if I were to, well, I'm not going to be in Trinidad for Carnival this year, right? But next year, if I come in the mass camp and I say, I want to play a mass, but I don't want to play the two-piece, I want to play
Now
individual.
we are very flexible when coming to that.
Yeah.
Because we have people from all ages in the band.
Right. What would you say? You would say, okay, yeah, you could play an individual.
You could have a whole piece, you could have a skirt if you desire. You
No,
could
I
have
don't want no bathing suit. I want a full long individual and prance about with
Yeah,
my
but
tomahawk.
you have to come to the band.
And you have to come and learn
And
the
that-
chant.
Learn everything.
Yeah.
No, no,
For
no,
next
no,
year,
no.
to start
You'll have to come early.
You come
Right.
early enough.
To have
but
a
we'll
big
have
mass.
We'll have
Right.
the team
Yeah,
ready
that's
for
what
you,
I'm
and then we'll have the section. So you'll choose one of the colors that you like.
Right.
So you'll see. I don't know if you went in already and saw the designs. So you'll choose the color scheme from there first, and then we'll discuss your budget, and we'll see what we could do from there. So because like this one is about 12 or 15,000 when it's done.
Right.
So according to your budget, then you could go, and then you could even go up to play a queen or something for about 80 or 90,000.
Right.
Wherever your budget is, we will find the nicest thing for you.
Right.
But you will choose from the team because we don't have long time people used to play their mass by themselves, you know.
Yeah.
They like the colors
Yeah.
and they pour
It
the
was
mass
all
and they
color
come out.
mass.
Yeah.
They always play all color.
All color.
Wherever they could find.
The background might be some special color.
Yeah.
Where they
This
put all
year.
the colors on.
Next year might be white or next year
Right.
might be black or something. But
put all the
always the all
They would have
color.
play by themselves or then with their friends and then move up to a group and then a chant inside and then, well, in modern times we end up playing with a band and then now they tell you to be a band you have to have music with you. So
Right.
traditional mass get thrown out by that because traditional mass would create their own music. Minstrels singing their own song, devils have fun, Indians have they have their chants, robbers have a speech.
Correct,
To create
correct.
your own music, but now you have to have a DJ. So that was one of the things that made
What is job they gotta have a whip.
Yes, they will.
they have to have with, and there are songs too. They have
Yeah.
songs just like the stick fighters. It's,
Yeah.
it's really closely stick fighting songs.
Yeah.
So because you have a DJ now, that is where you lose the performance part of it, and I now become commercial where you had just had to buy a costume and you dance. You don't even know where you're playing.
Right.
What I want to ask, do you all take part in any of the traditional competitions? Do you all go?
Because
Are
we
there
have-
still any in San Fernando? Is there anywhere to showcase
Last year,
traditional art in South?
without consultation, they took away the categories for individuals. So when you would be competing only against your type of mass now, all the individuals is one competition. So it's a dragon competing against
Yeah.
Brazilian,
And really
so
it's-
and they didn't even ask us if we appreciate that.
Yeah.
So
It's
we
lost,
still happen
yes.
to win,
Yeah.
but it's crazy like that. So you don't have a traditional competition per se.
And John like that in town though, because town has
Yeah.
They
different
still have the categories, but
categories.
because they're cutting down every year, but
Yeah.
it'd be much harder to do it. Their budget is different to start with.
So like, you know, on Wednesday night in Police and Smith Square, they have that competition. Is there anything in San Fernando
On Monday.
that's similar? Nothing.
Monday they just judge
Was-
the individuals of the band.
Was there ever anything like that that showcased
Yes.
the thing, you know?
They
That
used to have it before on a Wednesday night in Skinner Park.
in Skinner Park, right?
You know,
And that just died out.
that died off for some reason.
Yeah, because I know
You see, every couple of years, the committee will change,
yeah.
and it depends.
Point of view will change, budget
Yes.
will change.
Yeah, everybody bring their own idea.
Yeah,
That's
I
the
think
point.
the idea of the traditional individuals is so important, you know, because as I said, you got to really showcase
We
your
didn't have a
talent.
king and queen show this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
No, on occasions. in Port of Spain. I came first in Trinidad and Tobago.
Right.
That's I feel I always come first in Tobago and Trinidad and Tobago. And in 1993, I came first and second in Trinidad and Tobago. So I myself portrayed a portion that I came second with. And my wife portrayed she came first. So when we went to Queen's Hall, there was all the first place people to sit here. All the second place to sit here. To this across, they didn't know where they put me.
You were just sound excellence.
And in 2010, when my wife won the national show, it was the first time I had a traditional mass about in that national show, you know.
Right.
I was also the best designer.
Right.
And then, you know,
So a lot of the wire that's bent here is you?
All.
All.
with that like,
Junior, you could bend wire?
I can, but then
yeah, but nothing that special shape.
Well, let's get Junior to take us around to see the rest of the mascot and show us some of the different
Well, Mr. Jagessar, thanks very much for giving us your time. I know this is a kind of critical period.
It was a pleasure for me.
I mean, it's amazing, and I'm glad my son got to see it, even though he doesn't seem to be too aware of what's going on.
But today I feel like a sheep. So I feel I was in a harem. It would be usually.
Excuse me. Thank you. I take it any compliment.
So yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah,
And we're going around to see the rest of the mascot.
Yeah.
So we're here with Jagessar and Associates. This year they're playing the Mass Eminence,
Eminence, yes.
right? So 2018 Jagessar and Associates.
This is Mr. Ghani. I caught him coming to work. He's our main person in the mass camp as well. He's there. Before I was born, he was here. And what have you anything? You don't leave. I'm surprised he wasn't here when you come.
Yeah, I know that. I went to work.
Oh, you went to work and come back?
Say, went to work and come back to work?
Yeah, regular job at the family job. He will, all those individuals you see in the back there, he's also decorated them. First thing you will see is some of our individual costumes for our competition on Monday. So they're in various stages. Some are feathers, some are, you can see the wireframe on some of them still. So we have 1 there, 2, 3. These are the back pieces for them, so they're in parts so that they'll be put together on stage. They can't fit the whole thing inside our workspace here.
I'm seeing the Queen of the Band.
Queen of the Band is there, that is Mom. You could just, Mom could say hi.
Say hi, Mom.
Hi, everybody.
This is one of the band leaders. The band leaders is my mom and dad, Rosemary and Lionel Jagessar. So, we're going on to the next side. When you come in as a customer, this is where you'll come, and we have a little display area with samples and the designs. We still do hand-drawn designs. We don't do any computer graphics or straight prototypes. We go from concept, from idea to concept onto paper and then into the prototype. So we still have that process. Because of how close it is to Carnival, we have to use the space to the display space. As you can see some of the designs here.
This is Queen or?
This is part of the Queen's costume. It's a lady wearing a skirt and stirring a potion in a pot. So this is the skirt. This is one of our frontline costumes here for delivery. So when you come in, this is your little area here.
So people come and they look here.
They look at the designs, and then we also have some prototypes here that we would use what the models would wear, or when we have a display to do so you can actually see the physical thing that you're wearing.
Right.
We have a couple, this is about 20% of our trophies, they can all fit up here.
Oh wow.
So this is your little registration area. And then behind this is the production area. We can bypass the signs for today. Have a peek. Family members and friends here, things together. This is our little production area. All the things that we do come out from right here. So it's done here, prototypes, everything. This is our manager. They're my brother, my sister, my girlfriend. The friends of the family right here working. So you can see from the prototype, you see that they're exact copies of the prototype being getting ready to be packaged and delivered. Going green and using reusable bags that are branded, so you can use your bags after you're not using any plastic. Some of the materials in the headpiece are recycled materials and stuff too. Then we have the next area is where you
So wait, Junior. Should I try on a
nice one close by. This one is it's actually called a war bonnet, but we use it as a decorative piece now.
Right.
In Native American culture, you would have to wait for an eagle to give you a feather.
Okay.
So if you, and then that's only if you do something really good and the eagle drops the feather and it's presented to you, then you get one feather for each great thing that you have ever done. So if you see a chief with this amount of feathers, you can only imagine what kind of person he was. But today, you can come by us and purchase one. That's a great thing that you can do.
So how do you put it on?
Alright, it's made on a felt hat. It's very comfortable. This is the brow band. These are your ASP. So you're holding it this way, and then you're throwing it over and putting it on like this. Right?
Sharon.
So to decide and get around.
Wait, I need one too. Wait, Avi, get decide.
Pass the other one to my
Yeah, Lucia, that one.
So same thing. We don't have any big ones. We have one. I think we don't have that. Inside the commercial side, we have that side.
Yeah,
This is Miss Lisa Ahwandin, my sister. And this is Karina Badal, my girlfriend. These are two of the most hardworking people in the mass camp. I'm the talker, they are the workers. And we'll go find my brother outside. He manages the mass camp. He also does the frames for the big costume. He actually takes the prototype off the page and puts it into the first costume. We all work on it, but he's the person that actually makes the stencil. So when my dad draws a square, he knows how to take that square from that drawing and what size it will actually be on the costume and stuff like that. So he's in the back there. We'll get a shot of him just now. Yeah. So we have 8 of us here. We like to call ourselves Super 8. So it's the 8 of us: Mom and Dad, me and Karina, Lisa and her husband Nigel, and Larry and Rhoda. So Rhoda is on work and Nigel is on work as well. So we miss them, but there's the people who is in here every day. From the time we have the first theme, this is Pumpkin Wine family. Tell them your name, Auntie, please.
My name is Donna.
She's a good supporter. She doesn't play mass, but she works on the drinks truck and she works at the events when we have stuff. She would be at the ticket booth and things like that. So all of those parts are important. So she may not play mass, but there's things that need to be done. She gets it done. She comes and helps pack the bags and work on the costume and stuff like that.
And I'm looking at your impressive array of trophies.
That is, like I said, that is 20% of the trophies.
Yeah.
And for a few years now, they stopped giving us trophies.
Yeah.
This is our seamstress for the day. You want to say your name? She works with my sister at SSL. So she came to help today. Mr. Larry De Carew. We changed his name from D Carew to De Carew because on stage one time he was he's the designer of the costume, so the people didn't know it was Larry Darrell Carew, so they put the D on it, so they introduced him as Larry De Carew. So that's his new name. He's talking to Dad there. He's the person I was telling him. He's the person that runs the mass camp and does the frame, does the welding and stuff like that. He's one of the more important people in the group.
Hi, my name is Gail Goddess. My uncle is Lionel Jagessar. I'm his niece and I play a great part as well in costumes, in the body costumes that you're seeing there. I decorate the body costumes. Strip, I do most of the stripping as well for the band. This is my grandson. This costume is his own head. Let me get his headpiece for you coming out. Give me a second. Headpiece. Hands up in the air or something. We enjoy doing it and we love doing it, and we love Christmas. We can't wait for Carnival, you know. And like if we get started, like we're missing something. So all my life I grew up in it as well, born in it, etc., etc. So we miss it a lot. We start waiting for this big day. my dress, which I'll be putting up on Tuesday. Because I don't have it on. Yeah, so I hope you take us out on Carnival here. You'll see the real beauty on Carnival here. Everything, all the bonnets and etc. etc.
I am Wayne, former king of that. I've been with the band for the last 25 years, been the king for 7. I live in Canada and I come back every year, same band every year, for the last 25 years. No kidding.
And this is where all the bigger pieces are made, the wire stuff is done. It's a little more rustic, and kind of organized still.
Junior, tell us about everybody here who's making costumes.
Everybody here I consider my family. These are people who I've known my whole life. They're my father's good friends and they have a special set of skills where they could work mass because they grew up in the same environment as my dad and they learn skills as we go along, and these are the people we choose to keep close to us and make sure they have a job to do some costumes every now and then. When we do the big productions, it's the same people we would call out if we have to do participate productions for headpiece and stuff. These are the people who have it. So we can't just snatch people off the street because they don't have these skills. These are the people with the skills. So they've all been here close to 40 years as well. I've known them my whole life, everybody here. So we have Mr. Steve Boise here. We have Mr. Security. I don't know if he wants to be known by his correct name, Anwar Kalan. I know his correct name, but we call him Security affectionately.
Really?
So headpieces, the clothes and shoes and all the accessories, lamps, shoes, all the things are made. So in between the new one stuff, we have older stuff like that. My firebird I was telling you about last year, the phoenix, that is, the body just remained there. We have the head hands. Mr. Marlon, the individuals that you see, one of them is, this is yours, right? Right. He's portraying this one on Monday.
This is the buffalo.
Yeah, so he went through the process out that I told you about, where he come in and he tell us your budget and you choose your colors and stuff. He's been playing mass for a very long time, so he understands what it is. So he comes and he say, you know what, last year he played a regular mask with a bonnet like the one you tried on, but this year he say, you know what, I want an individual, I want to look better, I want to show up nicer than everybody else. So that's why he chose that.
Right, yeah, I mean, I totally understand. This is amazing.
So one year you might play a king, right? You're going up to a king, you see? So that's basically the whole space. All of this, all the 1,000 costumes that you're going to see and the hundreds that we make for ball spin is made in this little space right here.
Wow.
We have Mr. Peter Chin here. Roland Barnwell. This is somebody I have to learn a lot of things from because the part where we used to make the music for ourselves, where the Indians have the chant, right now one other guy is here and Roland is here. He knows a lot of them and he grew up learning them. It takes him his whole life to learn them because he didn't have a class that time. He had to follow around the Indians. He had to follow around people who know the chant and hope that you hear it and pick it up because the Native American language was not a written language either. And then we didn't know the meaning of all of the words. So if you listen to the Indian chant, you'll hear Hindi words, English words, African words, all in there. So that's unique to Trinidad. That's where we made it like that. But nobody wrote it down, nobody put it in a song, nobody put it. So you have to be in that culture, in the mask, and close to the people who knew it. And Roland grew up like that. So he has it with him. He's walking around with all our records there. So I am lucky that I could be close to him and Dad and Willie, where eventually it will pass to me. They can't send me out to say it yet, but it's there.
Alright, well, thanks so much, Junior, and I want to thank your parents, and I want to thank everybody in the mass camp, and wish you all a very safe, happy, fun carnival.
Thank you.
Keep our culture going. You know, it's really emotional to come and see where it's made, where it starts, you know. Amazing, and it makes me feel very proud to be from San Fernando. Right? So have a great, happy, safe carnival. Thank you.
Real Trini is play mass.